For 110 years, the Neighborhood Center has lived and breathed its special mission to directly respond to human needs, from resettling new immigrants to welcoming the most vulnerable and at risk in our community.
When I think of the Neighborhood Center, I think about friendship. I started going to the Neighborhood Center back in the mid-60s after school, and then I would go during the summer when my mom started working. And whether it was playing kickball or painting or reading, going to classes, when I think of the Neighborhood Center, I think about the friendly faces and the good people that were there, and the diversity. There were so many people that I was able to interact with and play with as a young child. I always think of the fact that the first person I ever met that was not Roman Catholic like myself was at the Neighborhood Center. It's that kind of diversity that the Neighborhood Center promotes that has just made it such a strong and important part of our community. It was back in the 60s when I went. It was well before that when it was the Italian settlement, and it helped people like my grandparents, and it continues to be today.
There are many people in need in our midst, and we stand strong with each of them. The Neighborhood Center has grown with the region and now serves over 30,000 people annually. As Executive Director of the Neighborhood Center, I am proud to say that we have built a strong reputation as a high-performing and high-impact partner, providing early childhood education, youth development, adult services, anti-poverty programs, job training, adult education, nutrition, counseling, community development, and neighborhood cultural events.
I'm Mark Webb, Bishop of the Upper New York area of the United Methodist Church. As United Methodists, we are committed to building relationships with our neighbors, particularly those who have been disenfranchised by mainstream society. Here in the Upper New York Conference, we live by these words daily and are blessed to have New York State's only mission institute, the Neighborhood Center, in our conference. In my visit to the center, I was so impressed with the wonderful work of this mission and proud that it is part of our legacy. I am glad for this opportunity to personally support their needs, and I'm asking that you too help provide them with the means to continue to meet our joint mission goals well into the next century. The Neighborhood Center is one of the largest human services providers in our region, and I'm very proud to say the center was actually founded and established in 1905 by our very own Women's Home Missionary Society.
For over a century, the Neighborhood Center has been there for our community and has seldom reached out for philanthropic investment to serve the region. Together with our Board of Directors, the Marie A. Russo Neighborhood Center Institute Board, the Neighborhood Center alumni, Bishop Webb, the United Methodist Church Upper New York Conference, and the United Methodist Women, we are asking you to consider a gift commitment to support the Neighborhood Center's future.
My name is Sandy O. I've been an MCAT client for like 30 years. The Neighborhood Center and MCAT have made a difference in my life, going from a young, confused child to an independent, confident adult. If this program was no longer available, I would be lost.
We cannot succeed without each and every one of you who cares about a stronger community to step up to the plate for the Neighborhood Center. We are proud to be a part of the economic resurgence of East Utica as we take the next steps with our comprehensive campaign to fully fund the $6.2 million adaptive reuse and renovation of the former Diorio's Bakery as our new headquarters and community center.
Hi, my name is Roger Blair. My experiences here has been some of the best days, years, and months of my life. The staff here and the people above, they care about you. And that's one thing that I truly, truly love. If this program wasn't here, I would feel a big loss because there will be nothing else probably, for me to do.
For decades, the programs at the Neighborhood Center were housed in Old Main, but that building is no longer structurally sound and must be demolished. By raising the funds for the campus, the Neighborhood Center's growing programs and its comprehensive mission will be housed in a vibrant new space. The new campus will centralize the Neighborhood Center's programs, providing an uplifting new place where children can grow and learn in a safe environment and where adults and youth can find their way. The Neighborhood Center's new headquarters will bring it back full circle to the site that once housed the original location of the center back when our church showed the courage, the foresight, and the perseverance to build a safe haven for the most vulnerable in our midst.
We are grateful to our all-volunteer project leadership team, including individuals from the United Methodist Church working with me and under the guiding light of Dr. Marie Russo.
The Neighborhood Center helped us to see that the new was always within us. It was around us. It only required someone to reveal it to us, someone who could interpret what we had. And that's why when I talk about the Neighborhood Center, I think about the biblical passage that says, I was hungry and you fed me. I was cold and you clothed me. And I was lost and you found me. But for me, it was a love affair, and it still is.
We make a difference in lives. We have an investment in our shared future.
The Neighborhood Center has long since outgrown the facilities, and we are asking every person, congregation, service club, business, and family foundation who cares about building a stronger community to join us and offer a hand up instead of a handout to raise the funds for our campus. The center is proud of its heritage in Utica, and we are even prouder of the impact we make today in the lives of those in the expanded region that we now serve. We make a meaningful difference in lives. Your gift is an investment in our shared future. I urge you, your business, and your neighbors to consider how to take an active role so we can open the doors to the new Neighborhood Center campus. Thank you.